Know what what the answer was, but they were able to do it and we weren't. Like, it's a game of inches. It's not to quote any given Sunday, but it really is. Like, the inches are everywhere around us. Like the drop ball. Like I keep referencing that, but there's so many of them. Yeah.
You think in retrospect, emotional letdown from Ohio State lingered?
Yeah, they talked they asked. I know you weren't here.
Right.
I understand, but same thing I told him. There's so many factors that go into, any given preparation and any given game that, yeah, like after a loss like that and how high on ourselves and how confident we were in just our team, and just like that whole month of December, it was rough. Like, like everyone's faced with decisions like to leave for the NFL and pursue their dreams and making a lot of money and just like dealing with injuries and everything they had to deal with. Like, yeah, it was tough, but like I know you're trying to make a story about that, but at the end of the day, like I think if you watch me out there, like you're not going to say, oh wow, like he's really bummed about that Ohio State loss. Like, it's football. Once you're out there, like that stuff means nothing. So maybe in the lead up it hurt us, but I think there was things greater than that impacted us today.
I apologize if you already answered this earlier,
okay.
But how much?
I'll answer it again for you. I got you.
How much of a factor was it being without some of your starting players?
Yeah, it hurt us. Like it just seemed like every second you turn around, like there was a new, somebody else was getting hurt or like cramping or going down. And even, it's like even my own mom was telling me, hey, like who's a workhorse, totally admire her opinion. Like she was saying, like when we were down 20, like pointing at the bench saying like, hey, like like at a certain point you got to start looking after yourself. And for me, it's like I've never mailed it in my life. Like I'd be damned if I'm about to give it to these guys and just roll over and quit. So I know it's kind of besides your question, but it extended that. It's kind of like, yeah, like it hurt us, and maybe guys took that in a negative light during the game. But I don't know. I'd have to use one of those machines from Black Mirror and look inside people's brains to see how they were feeling. But yeah.
Chase, I'm sure you've already been asked this, but have you processed at all that you put on the Michigan helmet, uniform, all that for the last time?
Yeah, I was definitely. I'm a lot more emotional, I'd say, this time around than I was in like high school. It means more, and it was tough the way to do it. I'm having yet another conversation about it being tough, and just hats off to Florida though. Much respect to Coach Mullen and their coaching staff. They did a great job of preparing their players, and they came ready to play. I'm not saying that our coaching staff didn't. I just outward respect, so moving on. Next step.
How do you explain the last 3 years losing Ohio State, losing a bowl game? 3 straight years since it's happened.
There's no way that I could answer that question without talking negatively on Michigan. So I can't really explain it. Just for starters, like a lot of people don't beat Ohio State. It's like people. I don't know. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. It's just yeah, we lost, and I don't know. That's like I said, I told them earlier. If I knew the answer to that question, I could apply it, then I'd be getting paid millions of dollars to be the coach. So Coach Harbaugh, he knows those answers to those questions, and I believe in this team, and I believe in the future of Michigan. So
Don Brown's going to take some heat, probably. What are your thoughts on him and what he's done for you?
It's tough to coach a team when you lose. I think at one point, like we're down 6 or 7. I know myself personally. Like I thought I played pretty well, but like I'm still myself even playing at 65%. Like or not maybe not that low, but like I'm hurting. I strained my calf and my hamstring in practice this week. I got to get cert. Like I don't make any excuses in complaining, but like I don't know. It's just. It's not like the Michigan team that we were with at Penn State. Like is my point. It's for whatever reason you name this or that, and so Coach Brown was he did what he could, and it wasn't a perfect game by him. It wasn't a perfect game by me. It was nobody on the defense could claim perfection. But I love Coach Brown to death, and if I had to say pick one person in the entire plant to lead this defense, I wouldn't want it to be anybody but him.
Jason, Chuck Harbaugh said that the team's been close but can't really quite get over the top. Well, is there anything that you can see that's like, what is this team missing? Like, is there anything that you can look at and say, if the team had this, then?
I mean, there's a lot of things. Are those cleats or? Hold on 1 second. Shoes? Okay, shiny. All right, I see it. Sorry. How did I not notice those earlier? I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know if I could say there's one thing or something missing. There's always stuff you could do better, and I can only yell and cheer guys on and encourage guys and fight so hard. So I think there's got to be a lot of thumb pointing across the board. What it is.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Hey, thank you guys.